Hello everyone, how are you? Today we are talking about before the 90 days, the new season. Where's the lighting? Where's the ring light? Where's the quality? Where's the quality in any of this? You're in your hoodie. Bubs, you're in your hoodie. I had the most excruciating pain under here and all the way up. I've never really had problems with my jaw before. And so the first time experiencing it was the most painful thing I've ever been through. I understand why people have, because of mouth pain before. And it comes to find out that it's something that's completely random and way out of left field. I went to the doctor and they said that my saliva glands were infected. My saliva glands, and that it was a viral infection. They said it could have been bacterial also, so to just be really good with my oral hygiene. And I'm like, wow, that's a read. Yeah, your breath stinks. So essentially I've been in agony, but I really want to talk about 90 Day Fiancé because I don't want to get too behind on it. This season is wild. I mean, completely and utterly. First episode off the bat was wild. Okay, so I'm just in my jammies and I'm just chilling in this one. It's not going to be super high energy. I'm very sorry, but I love being with you guys. It makes me feel better. So here we are. Let's talk about 90 Day Fiancé, Before the 90 Days, Season 8, Episode 1. Let's get into it. Okay, we start off with Forrest and Shayna. And oh my God, was it an intro into this new season. Shayna is it's either Sheena or Shayna, but I'm going to go with Shayna. I think it's Shayna. Shayna is watching Forrest through security cameras all through the house. And she's sitting there and watching him this is a dark romance, this is an H.G. Carlton novel. She is watching him through cameras, but he loves it. He's eating it up. He said, yes baby, own me. He loves those serial vibes. He does. My man is a part of the dark romance book talk community. Yes, he is. And even if he says he's not, I don't believe you because you're eating that up way too much. He loved it so much. He loved it. Okay. And there's cameras all around the house. I wonder if there's cameras in the toilet. I wonder if he's taken a big load. I wonder if he's taking a big load, dropping the kids off at the pool. And she's just like, wow, babe, love you. He has even changed his sleeping schedule to match her sleeping schedule. Oh my God, you're going to kill me. I actually can't remember exactly where she's from. Anyway, he has changed his sleeping schedule to match hers. And I hope this type of love finds me. It has. My partner would totally do that. But it's honestly dedication at its finest. Other men from America have not shown this level of dedication that Forrest is showing, and I think they need to start showing it because I am in love with Forrest. Oh my God. Cameras everywhere, changing the sleep schedule, and he even has certain settings on his Alexa to make his Alexa play certain music and certain lighting for when they want to have phone spicy time. And I'm like, he knows what's up. He is educated. He is prepared. He knows what to do. Whoever raised this man raised him correctly. Dating for 7 years. 7 years. And this is his first time meeting her. When he said he was dating her for 7 years, I thought that they had met before. I totally thought that they had met before, but no, this is his first time meeting her in 7 years. Jesus, I don't know if I could survive that. The big problem in the beginning that made me not really know if Forrest was being smart and thorough in his judgment is when he said he was going to take his stepdad and his mom with him. But we figure out later on in the episode that Forrest is autistic, and honestly, like I should have clocked that right away, because he does seem like a very particular person. He like, his house is just perfect. Everything's set up perfectly. Like he was giving it, you know what I mean? And period, sis, you know? While I think that's an insane thing to do, later in the episode when it was confirmed that he struggles with autism, ADHD, overstimulation, etc., I understood why his parents were going with him then. You know, you need a support system when you're struggling with neurodivergent type situations. Absolutely. I mean, even a normal person would, you know, do normal people even exist? I don't think so. But even a normal person needs a support system most of the time. And I think they should take people with them to the countries half the time. So obviously he needs support, you know, and I get it. I get it. So we start out by meeting Forrest's mom, and Forrest's mom is like, okay, babe, like, if you're going to go see this girl, we need to go to the shops and get you what you need. And I knew she was not just walking over to a Walmart. I knew she meant something else. And lo and behold, she is taking Forrest to a kitty shop. She is taking him to a spicy shop. She is taking him to get prepared. And at first I was like, this is weird to me. Like, I don't like this. But then I was like, I'm more accepting when it's a same-sex parent, right? I would go to a kitty cat shop. What that was? I would go to a kitty cat shop with my mom and, like, you know, pick out lingerie and, you know, fun things. And people will find that really weird. And that's, like, totally okay. Like, you are allowed to not want to do that. Like, that is fine. But I think when it's, like, different sex parents, it always feels a little bit more uncomfortable to me. And then I was like, but why? Like, he doesn't have a lot of people in his life. He needs help, you know, kind of navigating things sometimes. Who are we to fucking judge? You know what I mean? Like, it was pretty kosher.
Beans. And I want to get him something good to give to her, make her feel special.
Maybe. Like, it was fine. She was just helping him pick out lingerie. It was literally fine. But good for the mom for being like, hey, I know that you haven't really been intimate before. Let me guide you a little bit on how to make both of you feel comfortable. And then after that, we learn that him and Shayna, whatever. I don't care. I'm leaving that in. We learned that they are both virgins and they will be intimate for the first time with each other. And then I was like, okay, I totally get why the mom is, like, trying to help him prepare. Like, I get it even more now. Like, I get it. She's like, I just don't want it to be just super awful and then never have grandchildren because he just hates it. So then we kind of go into the lore a little bit, right? Because, like, the mom is being super positive and, you know, she's like, I like this girl and I really, really want it to work out for them and I think that they're great. But, and then my ear grew like a cartoon ear and I was like, spill the tea, because something had to have happened, like, truly happened. Not just afraid of, like, the mom being like, oh, you know, maybe she just wants a visa or something. You could tell, like, the mom does not think like that. So I was like, spill the tea, hunty. And basically she's a little bit worried, but not about Shayna. She's worried about Shayna's parents, because apparently Shayna and Forrest kept saving up to grow a life together so they would open these accounts and save up money. And every single time the parents would take the money and then Forrest would be like, where's our money at? The parents took the money.
Something fishy going on with her parents?
I'm looking past the parents.
Forrest, you can't look past the parents because Sheena does everything that the parents want her to do.
And they didn't do it just once. They did it twice. A little bit skeptical on Shayna and like her involvement in it. She's like, she shouldn't have allowed her parents to do this. But Forrest is, he literally is just, he was so beautiful. He said, I'm going to be her white knight, shining armor, and I'm going to save her from this situation because I know my baby and I know that she is just being manipulated. And I was like, Forrest, I love you. I am getting tingly. I'm getting butterflies in my stomach. You are a sweetheart. You deserve the world. You deserve everything. And he literally ends off his segment with, I will be her white knight and I am going to save her from her manipulative parents. Oh, Forrest, baby, I love you. But the mom is pretty skeptical. Mom is not happy with the way the parents act. So she's definitely going to be doing some investigation of her own, which I can appreciate. I understand. Because like the mom was like picking out clothes for her and like, guiding Forrest and like, just giving him advice to make sure that she enjoys herself and to make sure that she has a good time, like not just in the sack, but in, other places too, so I don't think it really is the woman for the mom. I think it's just, she's worried about the parents. And I can understand that. So that is Forrest in Shayna or Sheena. I'll figure it out next time. Sorry, guys. Out of the way. And we will see how they go. It ends off with Forrest really putting his foot down and saying,
This couple,
I'm not afraid. There is always something about when people are too selfish. I don't want to say selfish, but two self-involved people get together. It is a beautiful disaster. It is a beautiful disaster because you can tell that we're going to struggle with depth. We are going to struggle with depth a lot here. So we are on to Emma and Zied. And we, right off the bat, start off with Emma trying on her friend's wedding dress. Let me rephrase that. It is her friend's wedding dress trying on. I don't know what you call them. Wedding dress shopping day. Very important day. And Emma decided she wanted to try on some dresses. She didn't try on one. She didn't try on two. She tried on like 3 or 4. No, bitch. I am the main character today. Your best friend is the main character today. I just thought that was gross behavior. Even if she did set it up as like a funny thing for the show, I don't care. I don't fucking care. It's gross behavior. I sound like Trump. I don't care. China. But I don't care. Like, ew. Just ew, bitch. Like, I don't like that. So then it cuts to Emma. And, we're just learning a bit about Emma. And when she's explaining herself, I can't hear anything that is being said because all I'm staring at is her wig. That is a lace front, mama. That is a wig. It's too heavy at the roots. It's just too heavy in general. It just does not look real. It looks real in a sense of the elements to make it look real are very there. But I don't know what it is about the wig. It pisses me the off. It's too heavy on the top. And I also think the parting is so pronounced. The parting is like she took way too many tweezers to it. So the wig pisses me off. So the whole time Emma's on this episode, I'm just thinking about how I hate her wig. And if people are going to be like, maybe it's not a wig. That thing is a wig. On her head is a wig. I don't care what anyone says. She's from LA and she feels like LA makes it really hard to find love. So she went on like international dating sites and she apparently like really loves Moroccan men because she finds Zied. I think they say it like Zied. And she falls in love with him. And she wants to go meet him and see him and be with him. But Emma has actually been engaged before to another Moroccan man. I don't know how I feel about it, guys. I really don't. But then I kind of understand it because Moroccan men are sexy. Like, I get it. They're beautiful. Beautiful hair, great eyebrows, great eyelashes. So I'm like, is she just, attracted to Moroccan men? And should she be burned to the stake for that? I don't know. I don't think so. I do think it's a little bit weird, though. She shows photos of Zied. She shows photos of her boyfriend. He, I don't know. He looks like a total fuckboy to me. That's what I heard when I saw him. Like, just a big X across his face, and nothing to do with like, oh, he's not cute or anything like that, and everything to do with like, I get bad vibes. I got bad vibes just through the photo. And all my girls out there know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that. I just got bad vibes. Can you blame me for it? Talk to Zied for the first time on the beach. And she is on the beach talking to this man with that full head of hair on, with that full ass wig on the beach. And I know she has to be sweating. I know the whole time she is just thinking, get me out of this. She is just thinking, get me out of this wig. I am miserable. I am hot. I am sweaty. Like, I just know she cannot be having a good time with that wig. There is absolutely no way that wig would be so heavy and so hot. And I just had to mention it because it made me laugh. I was like, there's no way she is having a good time with that wig. There's absolutely no freaking way. So her and her last ex from Morocco were actually engaged. And she hasn't told her boyfriend yet that she was actually engaged. And like, personally for me, I don't think it's like the biggest deal in the world. But I know there's cultural differences, don't get me wrong. But like, I don't think it should be the biggest deal in the world. But what is the big deal is like the time difference, because there was an overlap when they met. Right, like she was still kind of maybe going to get back together with her ex when she started texting him. And I was like, ooh, she's going to like confess to him. And I'm going to be like, it's going to be a show. It's going to be a show. Like, I just I cannot express this enough of just being boldly honest with your partners at all times. Politely, but boldly honest. Because I am definitely someone who, the longer you tell the lie, the less I trust you. But if you come forward and you tell me something that's going to make me uncomfortable, but you just want me to know the truth because you can't live with it, I'm going to trust you more. So she needs to get that shit out quick, okay? Because is it cheating? Like, I don't know. She said it wasn't cheating. And like, who am I to say it was cheating? But like, an overlap sounds like cheating because you overlapped. You stepped out, So we need to work that out ASAP, Emma. Okay, babes? She is on her way to the airport. And on her way to the airport, she confesses to her friend and her sister that she lost her job and that she promised Zied she's going to pay for this trip, but now she doesn't know how she's going to pay for the trip. Oh, and she had literally lost her job like the day before. And you will not believe what she lost her job for. She was a part of a fight, like a verbal fight, with 2 other girls at work. And when HR came to ask her about the fight, she said she wasn't there. Are you fucking stupid? They're gonna figure out that you were there. Like, are you actually that dumb that you didn't think that she was gonna be? I understand why she got fired. You can't lie. Like, you can't lie like that. There are cameras. How can you trust someone who's going to say they weren't there when a camera is staring right at you? I can see you, Emma. I know you're there. Like, that is such a wild take. That is so wild to do. I wasn't there. They just turn over the laptop, open the laptop, and she's on the screen. Try again, bitch. She meets up with Zied. The meeting's really cute. They're like straight into each other's arms. They're straight lovey-dovey. And then things get weird because she goes to kiss him and he won't kiss her. And she goes, I thought we could kiss, because with her ex, they couldn't kiss and stuff like that. So she goes, I thought we could kiss. And he goes, no, I told you we couldn't. And then my mouth dropped to the floor when he said that, because earlier in the episode, she was on the phone to him and she was like, can we be PDA? Can we be out in the open? Can we kiss and love and be intimate whenever we want? And he's like, yeah, babe, no problem, babe. Yeah, babe. I watched that scene happen in real time. And now he's gaslighting her that conversation never happened.
It will be the last kiss I will give you. You will see.
So you're not...
Never happened. He said what he needed to say to get her cute little ass down there. And now things are changing up. And I'm scared for her. And I understand why she's upset. And I understand why she's confused, because she is getting gaslit. Foot on the pedal gaslit. Oh my God, I felt so bad for her. I felt so bad for her because I watched that scene. And then 20 minutes later when they met and he said that, I was like, you are a damn lie. You are lying. I felt really bad for her then. So we leave off with her running away, crying, which I completely understand, because she's just confused on what's right from wrong to do with him now. And I understand that you drew these boundaries. You went in because you thought the boundaries had been drawn and you knew what the boundaries were. And now the boundaries have changed completely. And that's not what you signed up for. And I understand. I get it. So that's where we leave off with Emma and Ziad. Okay, now we have Laura and Burkan. Laura is 47, Burkan is 29. There is a huge age gap, and I think that that's really the big story plot of this couple. But there is one other story plot on this couple that I am eating up like it's a lemon tart. If you don't know, lemon tarts are my favorite dessert, and so is cheesecake. I'm eating it up. I'm eating it up, and we'll get into that storyline later. You'll know when it comes up, honey. You'll know. So I kind of relate to Laura. I think she's really cool. She's a teacher, which thank you for your service. I couldn't imagine dealing with today's youths. I couldn't imagine dealing with any generation's youths. I'm sure we're all horrible. She's a teacher, but she also loves dark romance books. Yeah. Love you, Laura, for that. She even writes some of her own. It was a little bit cringy when she was reading it out, but I'm sure if I read out some of books that I read, it would be super cringy. And she has other hobbies, but she shares those other hobbies. Oh, yes, she does. She shares those other hobbies with a man named Michael. Oh, yes. Michael. They do tennis. They do running. She used to be, larger, and she got fit during COVID. And, he kind of was a part of her journey, and they're really close. And even at one point when they were playing tennis and they were done, she was like, do you want to get lunch? And he was like, of course I want to get lunch. My treat. I'm paying. I'm the man. Like, Michael knows what's up. I'm not even gonna freaking lie to you. Her and Michael have amazing energy on camera, to the point if you looked away for a second before she said she was actually dating Burkan, you would think that she's dating Michael, right? And so she's confronted about that, and her and Michael are more of the story plot than her and Burkan are in the first episode. And it's really painful because she's like, I wanted to be with Michael, but he never came out and fully declared his feelings for me. And I understand that. And so basically, Michael was planning on going to visit Burkan overseas with Laura, to make sure she stays safe and she's not alone, right? And basically, she goes, I don't think that's a great idea anymore. I can tell that there might be issues. And he basically insinuates, like, I want to be with you. And she basically goes, you have to admit how you feel if I'm going to take that chance. And he won't. It's a really odd situation because he basically says, I have a fear of you rejecting me. I've been rejected so much before.
With a birth defect has been hard. I have learned to reject people before they reject me.
That I don't want to come straight out and say it. And Laura wants someone who can have the confidence and to be like, I want to be with you. And I can understand that, but Michael has proved through his actions that he wants to be with her. So that has to count for something. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, she wants to go alone and be with Burkan and see how that goes. And when she starts talking about why she loves Burkan, I get a little bit worried because she shows a photo of him and I'm like, oh my God, okay, well, yeah, he's hot, but he looks like is he going to match your lifestyle? Is he going to match her lifestyle? And then she said he looks like he would be an MMC in one of her dark romance books. And I said, honey, this is the problem. This is the problem. I have read over 400 books. A lot of those have been dark romance. But I don't want those red flags in my real life. I don't. It never works out the way you think it's going to work out. It's so much fun at first, and then it's just so not fun. It's so much fun to always read, not fun to live. Really not. Really not. I would back that one up real fucking quick and go back to Michael, okay? But nonetheless, she is like, Michael's not doing it for me. He's not on his knees confessing his love. So I am going to go see Burkan. And I am worried for her. I am so worried for her. That was it for Laura and Burkan. But really it was the Laura and Michael show, to be completely fucking honest with you. Okay, now we've gone on to Rick and Trisha. Rick is 52, and I believe that Trisha is like in her 20s, early 30s. I don't remember them outright saying her age. I kept rewinding, but I just could not find her age anywhere. So yeah, I just know that there's a huge age gap, like a big one. So we start off with Rick, and he is selling hair. Yes, he is. And it looks like real Indian hair, baby. It looks good. And Emma should probably go see him because her hair looks a little too fake for my taste. But he is selling his hair. He's getting his ring light up. He probably has TikTok shop. You fucking know he has TikTok shop. So he is on there busting his booty to make $1. Him tap dancing, and he's like, I also am a tap dancer. I do a lot of things. And I went, pop off. I don't think people realize how tap dancing is. It is super cunty. It's like, are you kidding me? You're like doing a beat with your feet, period. It's so theater kid. Tap dancing is so theater kid, and I live for it. Love it. You go tap, baby. You go tap your heart out. Go tap your tootsies out. He went on holiday to Madagascar once. This is his lore to how he met Trisha. He went on holiday to Madagascar, right? And he was like, women in Madagascar are fine as hell. And period, they are. And so when he got home, he downloaded that Madagascar dating app, okay? And he started looking for some pretty little women, and he found Trisha, right? And I get it because they start showing photos of Trisha, and she is pretty. She is gorgeous. I was like, I get it. She's beautiful. Then Trisha starts talking about how she wants like children and like marriage and all that. And like, he's like, that's all well and good, but you like, I didn't even know you were that serious with me because you've been ghosting me. And then during that, he goes, and I already have 5 kids. 5? Your pullout game sucks, dude. If you have 5 kids, you got to work on that pullout game. 5 kids is too many. It's giving Mormon. It's giving Mormon, right? She ghosted his ass recently for a whole week. And then when he asked her, like, hey, what's going on? She like do you guys know that meme of Erica from The Real Housewives? I'll insert it here, but she's like, and then Tom's house got broken into, and then we got in a car crash, and then we got into that.
You know, Tom's house was broken into, and he confronted the burglar and then had to go have eye surgery. And then my son had to go over and help. And then my son, he rolled his car 5 times on the way home. Yeah, I'm under a lot of stress.
That's what she did. Like, it was like, I had to deal with the police. I got robbed. The police thought I stole a motorcycle. I could be arrested. Like, that's why I'm gone for the week. It was so random what was happening. And I didn't understand it. And I don't think he understood it either. Because he was like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get what's going on. And that's where it literally just leaves. Like, it's him at a barbecue. It leaves with him at a barbecue going, I don't know if I can be with her because she keeps disappearing. And her ex is like, she said she got accused for stealing her ex's motorcycle. Which, period. I'll help steal it with you. Accomplices. Yeah, there not a lot happened with them. Basically just kind of getting to know him and learning that she's a little bit shady. Okay, but guys, that was the first episode of 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. And I think it set us up for some really great couples. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. A lot of secrets are going to be unveiled. A lot of things are going to be revealed. A lot of awkwardness is going to happen. And I think a lot of love is going to happen in this one too, because I always need a little bit of love. I'm like, come on, give me a reason why you're still here. Y'all know. Being super low energy in this, that infection is just took it right out of me. And they refused to give me antibiotics. Because they were like, if it doesn't heal in a week, then we'll give you antibiotics. And I'm like, I'm in pain, though. Help me. Help me. To like and subscribe. Remember to comment below what you guys thought of this. If you think this show is interesting. If you have a favorite couple. If you've watched it. Comment whatever. I will see you guys later. Until next time. Bye-bye.